Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the wedding presentation of Aeon Fashion 2022. Another round of applause, please. Presentation for you at the Aeon Fashion Week 2022. Next up, I want to just share with you that throughout this entire day, we've actually been blessed by the company of some very, very cool people. We've been working with a few KOLs, so key opinion leaders, and they are here to share, a bit of their audience and a bit of their sense of style with you. So without further ado, I'd like to invite them up on stage right now. She's fun and she's lovely. Please put your hands together for Nina Azman, who is wearing putri. If you're a fashion lover, you will know that this is the familiar face. He is a footballer in the making. Guys, this is Pakia wearing Guy's Vision. Next lady exudes class and elegance. This is Deborah Jane Poe, who is wearing Agenda. He is ripped and he is all about the fitness. Guys, this is Edison, who is wearing Guy's Vision. Ini akan ada banyak sangat peminat because he is breaking into the acting scene, pelakon popular. This is Haziq wearing Suave. presenter looks a little bit familiar. That she's not just a model, she is Asia's next top model, Rubini, wearing scarlet casual. KOL is here to remind us that dark skin girl get all the fun. This is Anisha wearing Arcadia. The presence of universal beauty, because you might know her as a Miss Universe Malaysia candidate. This is Carissa Chong wearing green. The voice of reason, and she's here to tell you that we have a voice and we will use it. This is Rita wearing Scarlet Plus. Not least is someone who's here to remind us that all types of body is beautiful. Advocate for body positivity, Shah's wearing Scarlet Maternity. Brands that have been serving Malaysians of all ages over 4 decades, and just for you today we showcase a preview focusing on 3 distinct themes: fit style, vacation, and wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Aeon's Future of Fashion, the Aeon Fashion Preview 2022. I would like to invite Mr. Okananoya, the Deputy Managing Director of Aeon Malaysia, and Ms. Loma Yuan, the Chief Merchandising and Marketing Officer of Aeon Malaysia, to please join our models and our KOL on stage for a photo op. In 5, 4, 3, okay, hang on a second. Alright, thank you very much, Naya-san, and thank you very much, Ms. Lo. And thank you, models. Now I would like to invite Mr. Naya-san to please say a few words and share with us your experience for today. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. And this is Naoya Okada, so call me Naoya, please. And so first of all the models and all the suppliers, all the people here, thank you, welcome to Aeon and the Aeon Fashion Preview 2022. I know because I'm here just for the 3 weeks, and I'm working for Aeon Malaysia effectively from tomorrow. But I'm sure this is the first time to hold this kind of event. I think this is a great idea, and we hope that the Aeon Malaysia itself, we actually contribute for the customers' lifestyle in the fashion way, and this is the great start to present what we are doing, what we're providing to the customers. And so lastly, I think we are a lot of young people here. And thank you very much for working hard to hold this event. I think you must have very tough time to prepare this. It's a great. So thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. We thank you. And I'd like to invite Naya-san to please take your seat right now. Thank you very much. And we also like to say thank you to the models. You've been amazing. Guys, put your hands together once again for the models. I saw some models that did not do a presentation here, and that is because, as I mentioned earlier, we've had this preview going on from the morning all the way until now. So some of the models were wearing the Fit collection, showcasing the latest venture that Aeon is taking, that is going into athleisure with the IC brand, or inner casual, and that was what the models were wearing. And you also saw a couple of models wearing vacation clothes. It's all about the sun and the sea, and it's the vacation time that they were presenting. In fact, today I am wearing something from the vacation collection as well. And on top of that, you saw the models and you saw the KOLs. Wasn't it amazing? It was really, really good. We had so much fun. In fact, Shaz, the girl who was talking about body positivity at the very, very end, you know, we were in the MRT and she just turned around to me and she said, "Do you want to touch my belly?" Because she was wearing a prostatic belly. I didn't know that, so I was freaked out. But yeah, it's all about body positivity and it's all in the good name of fun. So today we want to know more what else is in store for you, the folks that are here to support Aeon. And to do that, I would like to invite the Chief Merchandise and Marketing Officer of Aeon to please come and share the stage with me. And she will be able to tell you exactly what is in store for all of you. Put your hands together for none other than Miss Lo, Yuan. Yes, please thank you.
Well, thanks, don't do that. I'm not that old. Alright, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here. I think specifically sitting amongst the audience, aside from the media who's come along with us, as well as the influencers who came along with us for the whole ride and whole journey as we preview what's coming up for July, for August, for September, for October. There are also many invited suppliers sitting amongst you. Also because we like to just give you an insight of what is more to come at Aeon. Every single year we're going to do this 3 times, the Aeon Fashion Preview. We're going to do it 3 times. And we are going to showcase 4 months of work that will be arriving in our stores. And this round, because we are very keen in listening to our customers and audiences, so we know that the 3 trends that we are going to ensure we provide for our customers are for vacation, for fit style, for fitness is very important in continuing the healthy lifestyle that we've been acquainted to during the pandemic, as well as, yes, wedding bells at Aeon. So those are the things that we are going to be focusing on, and we are making sure that these are all age inclusive, size inclusive, budget inclusive, which is very important to a lot of us. And definitely all kinds of aesthetic functionality of the clothes that is really important to us. Fashion is not just clothes. Fashion is a lifestyle. Fashion is the way we live. And I'd like to show you, for Aeon Fashion Preview, what you see in this space has been happening for the past 3 days. And just for that, I'd like to give you a little preview also on what's happened in the past 3 days. So if you could just find your eyes on the monitors that we have around the room here, find it, and we're going to go with the video. Anytime you're ready. Thank you.
The future is looking bright for Aeon.
The big change is opening the doors and getting more resources internationally.
Aeon has a very good concept.
For us, it's not only about learning. Kita nak bring along our friends yang in local, in fashion, and then in craft punya industry. We nak bring together and we grow together dengan Aeon.
It's an opportunity for me to get to pitch here for my brand. So Aeon is big.
It's really comfortable and I like the way how it's shaping my body. It's really soft, comfortable, and very cute, and it's very easy to style.
So please take your vacation, ladies and gentlemen. Bring them on. Thank you. With the other suppliers. So once again, this is our brands that we are offering to our customers. Body, age, budget inclusive. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We really appreciate your presence here today as we celebrate lifestyle, fashion, moving forward. Thank you.
To another, she will know exactly what to do when my mic is not working. So guys, put your hands together once again for Miss Gaiman and the amazing effort that Aeon is putting together to bring fashion right through to you with the Aeon Fashion Preview 2022. I just want to say one thing. You know, there's a big difference when you see a fashion show and it's all beautiful and all glammed up. But sometimes, just sometimes, those fashion presentations do not translate to what you can buy as consumers in the mall. That is the difference with what is being presented to you today. Whatever that you see on the models right now is available for you. If it's not today, it's going to be next week, it's going to be next month, but it will be available to you for you to purchase. So the only way that you can support the industry, especially if it's dealing with local designers, is if you buy the garments. That is what retail fashion is all about. So great effort, Aeon. A round of applause for the team at Aeon. So right now what's happening right now is, ladies and gentlemen, we will be moving on to the Q&A session. I would like to invite the members of the media to please remain here for us to get some people to answer the questions that you might have. We will be having Naoya's son as well as Ms. Gaiman up here for them to answer the questions that you might have. But for the rest of you, we once again say a very big thank you for choosing to spend your evening with us. It's not quite over yet. We've got refreshments ready for you just around the corner. So we want to invite you to please continue to enjoy yourself at this amazing, amazing event. It's not often that everybody comes to an Aeon Maluri. You know, just to have a little bit of fun and have a party. So once again, a very big thank you to you, and we wish you a very, very good evening. Thank you so much, guys. Members of the media, please stay on. Thank you. And now I would like to invite Naoya's son as well as Ms. Gaiman to please take your seats over here, where we will be opening the floor to questions from the media. We would really appreciate it if you could ensure that the questions that you might have is pertaining to the Fashion Preview 2022. There'll be a time and a place to answer all other questions pertaining to Aeon. But today, we would be very, very grateful if you could just make sure that your questions are focused on the Fashion Preview 2022. So without further ado, I would like to invite Ms. Loh Aeon and also Narayan-san to please take your seat right here in front so that our reporters can go ahead and get the questions over to them. Members of the media are on this side, not on that side? Both sides, alright, okay. So, you know the drill, guys. The questions that you will have, just go ahead and put your hand up and I will come over to you with the microphone and you can ask the questions that you have. Once again, we have the Chief Merchandise and Marketing Officer, Ms. Loh Aeon, and also 3 weeks on the job, Mr. Okada Noya. Alright, so if you have any questions, now is the time for you to ask them. Put your hand up and I will come over to you. Oh, okay, we've got one person that is going to be able to do that for you. Members of the media, do you have a question? Alright, go for it.
Hello. First, congratulations for the successful Aeon Fashion Preview. And my question is, besides seasonal trendy fashions being mentioned, do you have any idea or anything focusing on daily trends, maybe such as Netflix fashions, K-drama fashions? Do you have that? Thank you.
Love that question. Thank you so much.
Yes. The long to the short. What? The short to the long, the long to the short. Yes, we do actually. But of course, they're not as exciting to showcase if I say this is from K-drama. You know, and no such. But yes, so like yesterday I was in a puffy blouse, the Korean thing is very big. So you can actually see them downstairs in our store. It's a lot more accessible in terms of price. Is what we're trying to do. Those are the trends that we drive more frequently. But we are also very particular about fast fashion. So we want fashion to last a bit longer.
Thank you for the question. Do we have any other questions? There you go.
Hi, I'm Martin from Brazil. I was excited to see all the bridal range that you the collection of today. So what makes it Aeon have such a collection?
So the main reason why we started the bridal wear collection is because we've heard from many of our customers that they wanted to marry and have a wedding and banquet and stuff, but in the last 2 years because of the pandemic, they tak sempat lah kan. So now they want to do it. But then things are very expensive. So do we have answers for them? So we said, okay, we're going to introduce this range in our store to make it accessible so that they can really look nice and good doing it, all kinds of sizes, all kinds of body shape, at prices that they can afford and they can own it. We also work with the other thread of thought that we want to champion is also we are working with designers who are already really good in designing bridal wear, but we want to make it a lot more accessible for people. So we are working with them to redesign some of their clothes and put them in our stores so more people can wear them at a price that they can afford instead of a juta-juta. So actually we are working, that's a great question because that's what we're working on. So our key champion products, key lines are actually the pengantin, baju pengantin, yes, so it's permaisuri, sehari bukan permaisuri. And those are our focus. We also have wedding dresses, so they are modern cuts and stuff like that. We also have those in store, but more limited, because the availability of such is plentiful in the market. So we don't want to go to the same space. But if you are a bridesmaid, you come to our store, you want to pick something up, absolutely can, absolutely brilliant, because it's very chunky. And then for Indian wear, actually for Indian brides, we will be featuring them in the month of October. in the month of October, so that you get to also enjoy the vibe of the Indian weather.
That was a really, really good question. Do we have any more questions coming in from members of the media?
Hello, I'm Mr. Tom. I was wondering, I remember you mentioned that today is environmental friendly. Can you explain a bit more about that?
Sorry, I'm like,
Can you hear me?
maybe it's where you sit, maybe.
Okay, I said, well, let me help you out. All right. I think I've got the loudest one, so go for it. Deeper, when it comes to you, okay. Come on here. All right, let's try this again.
Hello. So I remember you mentioned that the clothing and fashion today is environmental friendly. Can you explain a bit more on how it is environmental friendly?
Okay, so for example, what I'm wearing is actually Aeon casual, and Aeon casual is produced by 100% organic cotton. And what that means is that this cotton are grown in farms and fields that do not use any pesticides or any other chemia for a minimum of 3 years. So beyond that, then it's not counted, right? So basically, you need to, so when you touch it, and the technology that we kind of mix together with organic cotton allows it to have durability. So you wear it for a longer period, it lasts longer. You can also wear it in longer period because it also protects you from sweat and smell, bad odor, etc., etc. So those things are qualities that will allow us to wear the same piece longer. So we don't change t-shirts 5 times a day, we have a sweaty type. You just put on one and it helps you solve for your problem. And that is a lot of eco-friendliness, many points in just one sentence like that. Thank you very much.
That was a really good question as well. Okay, do we have any more questions from the members of the media? Anybody wants to pick up more on sustainability, because that's a brilliant topic that was brought up by our colleague over here, or anything on the, we've spoken about the fit collection, we've spoken about the wedding, we haven't really spoken about the vacation or the travel collection. Does anybody have any questions on that, or perhaps if Ms. Low would like to make a comment on that?
So actually for vacation, you know that we are now traveling with engines, kan? Semua kita nak travel semua tempat kan? Tapi when you travel or when traveling, one of the key things is that you can't be wearing the same clothes. So yes, whatever clothes you have, you dah pakai tau. Sebab you kat rumah masa pandemic, and you nak install semua, you dah ambil dah semua baju, all kinds of angle, okay? Whatever other differently you want to style, already done full stop. So now if you're on vacation, you need new style of clothes. But you cannot be buying stuff that's so expensive. So please come to Aeon because we have, the solution for you that you are able to restyle easily because we are budget friendly. That's really key. We give you the style, we give you the colors, we give you the trend, so it is the latest and it is all budget friendly, which is very important.
Very important. Okay, last chance for questions from the floor. Okay, we've got one over here.
Nak buat macam ini, macam apa kan? Semestinya. Jadi setiap tahun tu kita akan buat macam ini 3 kali. Dan setiap kali tu kita nak feature kolaborasi, kita nak feature benda-benda baru yang kita nak tunjukkan. Kita nak juga bincang tentang lifestyle baru. Sebab lifestyle kita menunjukkan maksudnya cepat. Dan sekiranya we are not talking about it, then who will talk about it? We also want to use this platform dan kita nak berkongsi dengan breaker fashion tempatan dan kita nak angkat mereka bukan sahaja di Aeon tapi Aeon antarabangsa. Yes, saya. Okay, dia tak semua outlet, of course. It's not in semua outlet. So basically, we do have ready to wear, and there will be available customization for customization because we do, like I said, collaboration. We are working with specific designers, like K-Running for plus sizes, for example. So you can custom make it through us, so we can lower the price.
Wow, I never thought that, hear anything like that. So that's an amazing effort. Really, really good. last chance for members of the media to answer questions that they might have. No? Okay, so I guess that concludes our Q&A session. Thank you very much to Naoya-san, and also thank you very much to Ms. Lo Yuan for answering questions from the media. Now, members of the media, I would like to remind you to please read